I'm really not convinced by all of the tools that they are using into this dream story. A lot of things.
This may be the only time I have with you, Athena. I'm sick. I was exposed to radiation just like Matthew.
So it was him.
I know why I'm here. I was so scared that you'd be born into a world that didn't deserve you. But now I know that you're gonna be okay without me. Because you're strong.
And because a lot of persons are gonna take care of her.
And you're gonna bring everyone together. Morgan, everyone. They're gonna place you just like they did here.
Hand over that key you're wearing, and this all goes away.
We've been looking for that key for a while. Hired someone to find it.
You're there for the key? Weird, no? For sure it's not fitting with my theory. But it's even weirder because of the fact that now, you want the key now. Why now? You're supposed to be into your thing, you know, blocked forever. You were okay to not have the key with you. You're good, Morgan, you're good.
You can't stop us.
I think I just did.
What about that key? But what about them wanting that key now? Especially now. I'm sorry.
June, she's not breathing. Come on, Chris. Come on.
They are all telling you to survive.
Come on, Chris. Come on.
Give birth to a sinner. Come on. I'm not sure that you're gonna survive, but at least give birth to her. Oh my god. Oh Morgan! Twice.
Please,
Always.
I don't have much time.
You're gonna see them again soon. Because you're gonna die.
Please.
She's not pregnant, she's pregnant!
remember this when you get older.
No, because this is your dream.
Please.
Oh Morgan.
I love you. I always will. I won't lose you. You won't. You never will. I'll always be with you. You can let go, my angel.
This end is better, you know, than a lot of the episodes.
You don't know that.
Oh Morgan. She saw you out there also. I hope so.
I hope when you listen to them, they'll make you smile. Make you feel like I'm right there with you. 'Cause I will be.
I'm sorry, but if really
Thanks, Morgan.
your daughter is gonna listen to that during entire years, in just 1 year the tape is gonna break. We know how it's working, that kind of thing.
That's how I know that everything's gonna be alright. I've seen.
Ooh! Everything is gonna be alright, we said?
Drop the stick. I will shoot you dead right now.
Riley,
Come on. You know what to do.
give him the key.
Stop, please. Stop. Why do you want it? It doesn't matter. It's inevitable. No matter what you do.
I'm beginning to think about a nuclear explosion or something like that.
That's what she meant. Morgan,
they want to go under the ground for entire years to bring a new future, a new
This baby,
kind of humanity,
she's gonna
to
create a
erase
future
everyone.
where people like you will never win. Do it! Do it!
Good luck is said like good luck to survive to what we're gonna do. A nuclear explosion, something like that. You put a key on that thing and you're killing people suddenly. So that's why they're going under the ground for entire years.
She's gonna bring everyone together.
Okay, crazy lady. We're gonna believe you.
I believe she will.
The good luck, you know, it was really like good luck to survive. Okay, I'm going for that theory for them, why they are going under the ground for so long, why they wanted the key. But Grace, now I'm beginning to feel sorry that I suspected you. You know about all of that, about Daniel. It's weird that song, no? When she's giving birth, it's not fitting with the mood. It's supposed to be an emotional moment and I want to laugh, you know, because of the song.
Morgan, what's wrong?
Oh, fuck.
Why isn't she crying, Morgan? Why isn't she crying?
Wait. No. For real? All of that for nothing?
I don't understand.
Me neither.
They were my last moment.
So you're not gonna die?
It hurts.
So she's not gonna be the hope for the future that you are all expecting, that you're all gonna fight for. You're not gonna die.
It was just a dream.
Oh Grace, I'm so sorry for you. And Morgan also. I'm so sorry. I think that it was supposed to be an emotional episode, but I didn't feel it at all. And you know how much I can be emotional with characters that I love. And I said it before this episode, I'm tired today, so my emotions are higher. I'm less diplomat, you know, I'm really into that kind of mood. So an emotional episode, even if it's not well done, normally it could have worked on me no matter what, you know, because of the fact that I'm tired and all. But no, it didn't work at all on me, which is wrong, which is making me think that it was really, really bad. I'm searching, you know, when something is not working on me, when I'm not involving myself into an episode and all, I'm searching why it didn't work on me. All of the dream thing, it was pretty obvious during the first minute, like it was not even 10 seconds that we were with Asina and I was already suspecting her to represent Grace's daughter. So that was really easy, so that was not really a game to wonder about who she was and all. Same for Morgan. The moment that she said, my dad taught me how to fight like that and she was fighting with a stick, that's it, she was talking about Morgan. So I supposed that we were gonna see Morgan older, we were gonna see all of them older. The only time, you know, that I had some tears, it was seeing all of them older like that, Strand and Daniel being friends, and also Dwight with his family, that was sweet. And I think that I had these tears because it's a future that I want for them also. Not only Grace wants this future for them. So I was happy for them. But all of this thing, you know, about her dream, about the fact that she's dreaming about her daughter, and it means that she's dreaming about a future for her in which she doesn't exist, in which she's dead. So it's gonna mean that she's gonna die giving birth to her daughter. Like, it took me not even 2 minutes, I think, when I'm gonna edit that, I'm gonna see it. It took me 2 minutes to come to that conclusion. The goal of that dream, why they wanted to do that dream, to make Grace think about all of that and coming to this conclusion. Grace, she took 30 minutes to come to this conclusion when really it was obvious since 2 or 3 minutes of it. So maybe that's why it didn't work on me, maybe because it's so obvious since the beginning and Grace took too many times to get to the same conclusion. Maybe because the picture was not really good. I mean, you know, the picture of the show, the image, I know it was a dream, so that's why they insisted on the pink, you know, on that blur picture and all, like really to make it a dream. I understand that. I understand also the fact that the repetition of things, like with the deaths, but also with the explosion with the car, that thing about coming closer to Morgan to hear more his voice, and also the white horse appearing like that. Like, I know that that kind of weird and crazy thing can happen into dreams when you are feeling that you are chased by someone, when you have the same thing repeating again and again because in fact you're in kind of a nightmare. Things happening like that, you know, appearing like that, even if it makes no sense, but just because of the fact that it's making your dream easier. Okay, it's a dream, I've got it. A lot of that was too much, and the picture was too much also. All of that pink, all of that blur. Like, at some point, it was not good for the eyes, you know. This show, Fear the Walking Dead, it's not a show which is thinking a lot about making the picture beautiful, paying attention a lot to the colors, to the lights, to the movements of the camera and all. I don't have a lot of moments like that into this show where I'm like, oof, the picture coming like that is great, oof, you know, the colors like that is great, oof, see how they move the camera, it means something, and you know what they meant just by moving the camera like that was great and all. Really, I had that really a few times with Fear the Walking Dead, so I was not expecting this dream to be really good, really amazing and all for the eyes, you know, for how beautiful it could be, but right there it was maybe too much. That's really something in fact that they are doing a lot with this show. I'm seeing that since seasons now. They have amazing characters, for sure, and they know how to write these characters well, they know how to make their development well. Like for Grace, this episode was great, you know, the ideas of her development like that, with this dream, with meeting her future daughter, at the end discovering that this thing was to say goodbye to her daughter, to meet her but to say goodbye to her daughter because in fact it was the end of her daughter. For her development, it's really great. So the characters, they know how to write them. But the stories, they have a lot of times good ideas, but they don't know how to write them. It's too pushed, too abused, too much. And right there it was that for the dream. At some point it was too much, too pushed, too abused. And the picture was also like that. Too much, too pushed, too abused. Like really just all of this pink and the blur picture like that. Since the beginning we knew that we were into a dream. We were not even thinking about the fact that she could travel time. And even if it was not too much, too pushed and all of that, even if you love that, you know, you can love that color, the color pink, you can love pictures which are like that, you know, like old pictures and all, the sepia like that, you can like that, appreciate that. But be honest with me, even if you appreciate that, even if you don't think that it was too much, you have to be honest and realistic, the picture was not great, you know. You know, like, no, it's not a question of taste, you know, it's a question of cinematography of a show and a movie. The picture was not good at all. About my series, you know, this episode is bringing me one new theory about that key. You know, I was wondering during the episode why Riley wants that key right now. He could want it back because it's a key which is important for them. We don't know why, but why not? But the fact that it's right now when you're supposed to be all excited and all okay to go, you know, into your city under the ground and to block yourself into it, why would you want that key right now? And what is said about the key, but also when he said good luck to Morgan and Grace like that, it's making me think that this key is gonna provoke something. I'm beginning to think about a radiation, nuclear explosion situation. It would explain why they want to block themselves like that during entire years under the ground. It could explain also all of this philosophy, you know, all of these ideas that they have about the fact that they're gonna be the next future generation, humanity, not just because they're gonna kill everyone alive, you know, by really killing them, attacking all of the settlements, but really because they're gonna provoke that explosion, nuclear radiation thing, and them under the ground, they're gonna survive, and when they're gonna come out, they're gonna be the only persons alive. Do you understand my theory? And the other theory that I had before this episode, it was about Grace lying about what Daniel told her, and we spent the entire episode with Grace and nothing was going into that direction. You know, she was happy to see that Daniel was okay, alive, not insane also, he was healthy right there, he was not losing his mind, doing crazy stuff, and he was friends again with Strand. So all of that, you know, all of her attitude is not going with my theory about the fact that maybe something happened to Grace when she was in Virginia's jail, and maybe because of that she said that lie about Daniel. But into what happened during this episode, the fact that before meeting him for real, in real life, in the present time, she knew Riley's face. When did she see his face? Only when they attacked their car. They were going to this hospital, to June, with this car. This car was attacked, an explosion, and the flashback, maybe the flashback that we had with Riley was during that moment, and that was during that moment that she saw his face. It could be it. She saw his face during the explosion moment, so that's why into her dreams she knew his face. Okay, it can be that. So my theory about her lying about Daniel and all is totally wrong. I really can't think that Daniel is losing his mind. And again, if I'm so convinced, you know, about that, about the fact that no, Daniel is not losing his mind and someone is trying to trap him, I have to be convinced also that Grace and Charlie lied. Oh, I'm conflicted. During all of this episode, I searched for clues, for informations confirming me that I was right to suspect her, that yes, she was with him and all, and I thought that the fact that she knew Riley's face was going into that direction. But no, I think that she really saw him during the explosion of the car. So I'm really finishing the episode like it was an entire episode about Grace and nothing confirmed me my theory about her lying. So now I have to admit also that she didn't lie. So if she didn't lie, Daniel is really losing his mind. No, I don't want to admit that neither. I'm really conflicted right there. Because of your dream, you guessed that your baby was a girl, Athena, but you guessed it wrong about her future because she died and you live. I'm sad for what it means for Grace, for Morgan, you know, to lose a baby like that. For the character on herself also, because it could have been fun to have Athena like that when she would be older, but also as a kid, as a baby, we were so happy, you know, when we had all of these kids into The Walking Dead, so I can imagine that into Fear the Walking Dead it could be great also. So I'm sad for her character, what it could be in the future, but also in the present day. But I think that I prefer in a way Grace staying alive, because for now, you know, Grace since a long time she was only the pregnant woman. It was the only thing for which she was useful. Do you understand what I mean? I mean for the story, for the show. I'm glad that she's gonna stay there, the actress and the character, and she's gonna prove again that she's not only the pregnant lady, she can be more than that. That's great, you know, she's gonna have the opportunity to give more the character and the actress again. And you know, during the episode, when I thought that she was gonna die, I was totally giving up on my theory about her lying, because I was like, if she's dying right now, the fact that she maybe lied before, it's not gonna be used, so no, she didn't lie, so I was wrong and all. So now that I know that she's still alive, I'm like, maybe I was right, and we're gonna discover that later. And because of the fact that she's still alive, because it's gonna be interesting for the story to confront her with that and all. So in fact, the only thing about this episode which is going with my theory of Grace lying, it's the fact that Grace is surviving at the end. Nothing that she did, nothing that she said, nothing that she did with her face or something like that. No. Just the fact that she's surviving. No, I have to give up on that theory. I have to give up on that theory about Grace lying, but I'm not sure that I can give up on my theory about Daniel not losing his mind. I really don't think so. And I'm gonna see that maybe in the next episode. Not today, because today it's all for me and for you for this episode. So it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.